So Riot announced they're going to start recording voice chat in Valorant as a way to try to combat toxic players. Welcome back, friends, to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about that topic exactly, and it seems like there's a little bit of mixed opinions and reactions to it. So we're going to kind of dig into it a little bit, kind of discuss it. But really quick first, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys want to stay tuned for a bunch of variety of gaming content, we do gaming news videos kind of like this one, let's plays, gameplays, guides, just a variety of gaming content. I love games, love doing a variety of gaming contents, and that's kind of what we do here on the channel. I also have a Nintendo specific channel if you guys are into that, just for Nintendo content, because I have a big love for Nintendo. So link description below for that, as well as our Discord. If you want to join that, you can follow me at JSkeleton and Twitter also if you want, and all the good stuff. Anyways, let's talk about the topic at hand, because it's a very interesting one, and I think an important one to kind of dive into, because it's definitely something to really consider and whatnot. And that's just the fact that there's, you know, a lot of toxicity in gaming. Now, here's the thing I'm going to say right off the top, is that there of course is a difference between, you know, competitive banter, but at the same time there's a line, I think, you know, I think there's a line that becomes, you know, competitive banter, trash talk, you know, like, oh, you know, you suck, I smoked you, you know, whatever, you know, stuff like that. Just kind of like trying to, you know, throw the opponents off their game or whatever, right? But then there's a whole other thing of, you know, actually dissing people, or, you know, just kind of harassing them or making them feel uncomfortable in ways that you shouldn't. Like the guys that on games that will hear a girl and they'll say stupid stuff like, hey baby, and all this crap. It's like, dude, like, grow up, man. Like, what the frig is that? That's stupid. You're not cool for doing that. Or, you know, mom jokes and stuff, like, just, it's stupid. It's like high school stupidity. You know, like I said, there's a difference between banter and then actually just being an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference, right? Competitive banter versus just being, you know, a jerk, I guess you could say, right? Now, the big question is, how do you combat that in games, right? We've had it forever. How do you combat it? Now, I was sat here trying to think this through before recording this video, if there was any alternative way, and I don't see it. I really don't see it. Sony announced the same thing in 2020, that they're going to be doing the same thing with voice chat, and now Riot's doing it with Valorant to start, and they may consider bringing it over to League of Legends as well. Here's the thing that I thought of, right? This is specifically for voice chat in the game, right? Typically, if you're going to be playing with friends, I mean, I guess some people use the in-game voice chat for friends, but most people use something like Discord or whatever else. I don't know what else people use nowadays. It used to be Skype back in the day. Nowadays, it's primarily Discord, and, you know, maybe there's other platforms. So normally when people are teaming up with a bunch of friends, that's kind of how they communicate and whatnot. I mean, I guess sometimes in-game, you know, but again, if you are in-game with your friends, and chances are you have either full lobby, or there's going to be maybe you have randoms with you, I don't know, but this is something that you can opt out of. If you opt out of, you can't participate in the voice chat for Valorant. It's going to be completely disabled and locked to you. So if you want to voice chat in the game itself, you have to opt in. But again, there's alternatives. If you're just playing with friends, there's alternatives if you don't want to opt into it. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're, you know, completely out of luck. You know, if this is a game that you know, usually play with friends, and you don't want to opt in because maybe you're afraid of what some people are saying, invasion of privacy or whatever, which, to be fair, nowadays even your phone listens to you. You know, you'll talk about dog food, and then the next day you'll have an advertisement for dog food on Facebook or Twitter or wherever else. So, you know, everything seems to be listening to you anyways. You know, you can't get away from it. But that said, you know, if you don't want that enabled, you can opt out. You just won't have, you know, functionality of the voice chat. Now, you got to think of the reason this is happening, right? There was actually a video that I came across when I was looking up a couple articles on this topic, of the, hold on, let me make sure I get this right. I believe it is it was the Riot UX designer that tweeted a video, and this was like last year. This was like in the beta, I believe, that she was playing some of the beta, Valorant beta. April 24th, 2020 is the tag on here. And it's just really stupid, man. It's like this dude that's just basically like, what's the word? Is gawking the word? There's a word I'm thinking of. You know, like how like you see construction workers like yell and whistle at girls, which is also like extremely stupid and scummy, and it's just I don't even have the word for that. It's just degrading, and it doesn't make you cool, man. Again, that is just disgusting behavior, period. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. I mean, I'm trying to make sure that I keep my thoughts collected, because I think about stuff like that, and I just that stuff really irritates me. It really gets me fueled. And I think of certain situations that either I've seen in videos online or whatever, and it's just like, man, what the heck, dude? Like, what is this? But basically, this dude is doing like kind of like that, but in gaming format, where he was just like saying uncomfortable things. You'd have to watch the video for yourself. I'll link this article is by PCGamer.com, so I'll link that one down in the description below if you guys want to go see. They linked the tweet in their article, so if you guys want to see it, you can see it. But it's really annoying, man. This dude's like literally acting like, no, I don't even want to say he's acting like a teenager or like a 13-year-old, because I have a son who's like around that age, and even he wouldn't do something that stupid, and he's probably younger than this guy in this video. So it's kind of telling for that kind of stuff. Just don't do that. If you're one of those people, maybe you've done it in the past, maybe you should have remorse for it. Change, be different. Don't do that. That's stupid. If you've done it to someone that you can reach out to and apologize, then reach out and apologize for it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have done something stupid, just own up to it. Like anything in life, you do something stupid, own up to it. Just own it. Don't dismiss it. Don't downplay it. Just own it. Anyways, so the point is that this video kind of showcases one of the problems, right? And like I said, there's a kind of a wide variety of toxicity. It comes in all these different forms, right? Like these scummy dudes, the way they talk to girl gamers, or, even just the way like some dudes towards dudes, or even maybe some girls towards girls, I don't know, may talk to each other. It's like, again, there's a difference between competitive trash talking and banter, and just like completely being like, I don't really have the word. I have all these words in my head, but I don't want to say those words because I'm trying to keep this, collected. But like, you don't want to be a jerk. Jerk is putting it very mildly. Let's be honest. But you don't want to be like a scummy person, basically, right? You don't want to be that kind of person, right? Like I said, you can be competitive. You can be, you can have banter, whatever. Know the line. Know where that line crosses. So, I'm kind of ranting on a separate topic. We're kind of talking about the fact that Riot is going to be recording voice chat. So the point of that being is, number one, you can opt out. Number two, they're not going to be actively monitoring it. So it's going to be something where they're going to be recording it. It's kind of like one of those things, when you call like some place and you're like, this call may be recorded for quality service so we can better our training and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Which sometimes that works in your favor. Okay, I'll tell you guys a story in a second about that. But so basically, they're not going to be actively monitoring it. They're not going to sit there with headphones listening to everybody. You know what I mean? Like constantly. It's just going to be recording. So if someone gets reported, then they can go back and have the recording as proof. You know what I mean? So in a situation, let's say in this situation I gave you with the Riot UX designer, let's say she didn't actually work for Riot, right? And didn't have that, direct line to the developers because, you don't work for them. In that case, then it's like you report the person for that kind of behavior, and then Riot can go back, pull the recording from that game and listen to it and see, and then make their decision. And if the report was correct, then okay, they probably ban the person. Assumingly, that's what would probably take place. So Again, I don't see any really alternative to this for people that don't, want to opt in. Like I said, there's alternatives like Discord or whatever if you want to play with, with friends. If you want to chat with randoms, then I think this is just kind of the thing you gotta opt in for. You know what I mean? It's just to kind of create a less toxic environment for everybody. Like I said, there's a difference between banter and there's a difference between just toxicity. There's a huge difference, right? And even these developers, they know the difference too, right? They're not trying to shut down actual competitive banter. They're trying to shut down people just being scummy towards other people. Like I said, there's a big difference. But like I said, it can work in your favor, in the sense that, if it's happening to you, and you report the person, well, then there's proof, right? There's proof, and no one wants an uncomfortable situation like that to play, and it's not enjoyable for anyone. And the person being that way, it doesn't make you look cool. Like I said, it's not a good look, man. It's scummy, and if anyone watching this has ever been that person, at any point in your life, like I said, man, just change, be different. And if you have communications with the person you've done it to or any people you've done it to, just go back and be like, hey, I'm sorry for being stupid. I'm sorry for the stupid stuff I said. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard. Anyways, that's it. That's my rant. Wanted to talk about this. Let me know what you guys make out of it in the comments below. Like I said, some people were concerned about invasion of privacy, but there's the other fact too, is like, if you have push to talk on, it's not like they're monitoring everything. Like if you let's say you're talking to someone about a private matter, you mute your mic. They're not going to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, in that sense, it's not really invasion of privacy. You're playing an online game. It's like if I go in public to watch a hockey game or whatever sport you watch, maybe it could be football or basketball or whatever, which obviously not many of us are doing that right now because it's the state of the world, but you get the point. If you go in person to a show or whatever, you're there in a public setting, and if you do something stupid, like you can get in trouble. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. It's just like, okay, you're in your own home, but this is a public setting because you're in a public online game. It's a social hub, if you will. You're not just talking to your friends privately. In that case, you'd be in a private call in Discord or wherever else, right? It's different. So, in that way, I don't see it as an invasion of privacy in that sense. And like I said, you can opt out. You just won't have, access to the voice chat, which, again, for me personally, I don't usually voice chat with people, randoms anyways. Sometimes I do. And when I do, it's just kind of like, hey, there's a person over there. You want to go shoot him? Pew pew. I don't know what I'm saying. Like I said, most of the time when I game, it's with friends anyway. So it's like, and I personally don't mind to opt in for something like this. If it, prevents toxicity in the game. Like I said, I think people are misunderstanding this, thinking maybe this, encompasses even, competitive banter. I don't think it does. I don't believe so. It's specifically for like actual, harassing behavior or, kind of any kind of toxic behavior that's just not cool. It's the kind of behavior that would, quite frankly, if you did it in public outside, could get you in trouble with the cops. You know what I mean? Like, this is a form of harassment, technically, some of these things that, we see in some of these video clips, and any real life setting, which this is real life. I mean, you're playing a game online, but it's still real people you're playing with and against. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. So I don't know. That's my rant. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I don't see any really alternative to combat this kind of toxicity in games, and it's just I don't know, man. It's not cool. You know what I mean? You want a friendly banter, fine. Competitive banter, whatever. But there's a line. Know the line, and just don't be scummy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Thanks for watching. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you are new to the channel, be sure to stick around. We do a variety of gaming content, like I said, gaming news, let's plays, guides, gameplays, everything like that. Usually the gaming news is less of a rant. I think this is more of a rant kind of gaming news, but it comes in different forms, the news, so I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay well. I'll see you guys very soon in another one, and until then, game on.